Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, July 24th. Have some news for you guys. And if you recall, yesterday I spoke about Bitcoin and what is going on. Why is there a rally behind Bitcoin all of a sudden? And we talked about the Bitcoin ETF and the decision that might get approved. Well, the SEC gave some notice today that this decision will be made in September. So we have an actual date, so 2 months away. It says here the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has delayed making a decision on whether to approve 5 Bitcoin-related exchange-traded funds, ETFs, until September, public documents revealed on Tuesday. So this is why Bitcoin is rallying right now, currently over 8,300. And obviously the alts are not being pumped the same way Bitcoin is. But what we've seen historically is when Bitcoin does well, the alts also move up. And we talked a bit about this yesterday. I think Bitcoin is going to be pumped, then the alts as well. Well, this could be the catalyst, so to speak, that will help drive the bull run, the next big bull run. Is it, 100%? Are we 100% sure that this is what it will cause a bull run? I don't. No one can, accurately say this is the exact reason, but it is a good sign that Bitcoin is doing well. Because we are in the infancy stages of the market, alts really move the way Bitcoin moves. And obviously, this is a unique scenario we're in right now because Bitcoin is being pumped heavily while the alts are not as much. But like I said, that's going to definitely come after. So something to keep an eye on. This could be, once again, the spark, right, that helps this market to go into that next big bull run. So keep on your radar, September, Bitcoin ETF. Let's see how that plays out. The next news, guys, Ripple has released their XRP, their Q2 2018 XRP Markets Report. So they're obviously highlighting XRP here. And this was put together by Corey Johnson and Miguel Viaz. And it says here, Ripple sells 75.53 million in XRP amidst low volatility in Q2 2018. So once again, $75.53 million XRP sold. Ripple sales volume accounted for 0.125% of global XRP volume. 3 billion XRP release out of the cryptographic escrow, 2.7 billion XRP returned to the escrow. So all around good. There's not much as far as a takeaway here. Obviously, let me give you some more details. In Q2 2018, the company sold 56.66 million in XRP programmatically. This represented, I already gave you guys that number. So just a breakdown, I highly recommend you guys read through this. There's a lot of numbers here. A call out that they had here is XRP was notably less volatile in Q2, and XRP's 9% price decline was in line with Bitcoin's 8.2 price decline. So as I just mentioned, the alts move with Bitcoin. So even though XRP the Ripple is a company is doing a lot of things. XRapid has been piloted and so forth, and some companies have gone into production with it, such as Qualx and so forth. We're not seeing this separation as yet. Everything still moves the way Bitcoin moves, and they call that out here. And obviously in Q2 we were still suffering a bit from what happened in Q1, right? The big correction plus a lot of FUD, right? About crypto being banned and all kinds of crap. So, but this is just a nice recap. I think you guys should definitely check it out. Let's see here. Now, they do mention some news about new entrants. Q2 brought several significant entrants into the XRP ecosystem, such as Coil. We talked about Coil, a new venture led by Stephen Thomas that will use XRP for various micropayments applications, such as bite-sized purchases of media. Additionally, Scooter Braun, entertainment talent manager, entrepreneur, and founder of SB Projects, to the guy who managed Justin Bieber, is pursuing several endeavors that will use XRP to improve artists' abilities to monetize and manage their content. This is part of the Spring initiative, right? Where Ripple is going to inject XRP into various ecosystems and marketplaces. And the FUDsters still can't wrap their heads around this. XRP is right now building up a lot of use cases, banks, payment service providers, marketplaces, ecosystems. So obviously, a lot of these things have to be rolled out. It takes time, but look at what's happening. Look at the facts are here. Ripple's even making this clear what they're doing. You guys have seen my interview with Thomas McLeod, the CEO and founder of Omni, which will be integrating XRP into their ecosystem, guys. And I'm waiting. I asked them, can we do an interview about that? They said not yet, and they're gonna let me know when, so we can cover that. How was the integration? How is it going? And I'll have an update for you guys. So these are all facts. I'm not making anything up. This is not speculation. This is what Ripple's doing, and they're going to use XRP, but it takes time. So that's where patience is important, guys. Something else that was called out in this article, which I found very interesting. Here's what they called out in the article. Let's see. A number of large firms in finance made a series of announcements about moving into the crypto space. Goldman Sachs announced plans to start a digital asset trading desk. JP Morgan named a head of crypto asset strategy. NASDAQ CEO Adena Friedman said it would consider becoming a crypto exchange. Fidelity said it was building a digital asset exchange. Nomura became the first bank to offer custody services for digital assets. So even Ripple is highlighting what these big companies and financial firms and institutions are doing. So this is why, even if you're not holding XRP, you should still keep holding on to your crypto, guys. Obviously, I'm most bullish on Ripple because it's a real company and I see real things happening here, real partnerships. But they recognize the major players are getting into this market, and keep holding. You'll make money. We'll make money on the next big bull run for sure, but you got to keep holding. There's going to be ups and downs, volatility along the way, but that's how crypto works. So that's pretty much it as far as takeaways. Once again, there's a lot more details, but I think you guys can read through this on Ripple's website. I'll put a link in the description for you guys to check it out. The next news. This is very interesting. Some of you guys may have seen this guy, the YouTube channel from CNBC, crypto trader. The guy's name is NeuNer. I hope that's how I pronounce his last name. Obviously, once again, he has a crypto content channel run by part of CNBC. So professionally done videos. He does interviews and so forth. Well, he's been historically a Ripple hater. Now, I'm going to play the clip here for you guys, because he owns up to his ignorance as to why he thought Ripple was didn't have a use case, and it's part of the FUD that's been spread by a lot of Bitcoin people who are very religious about coins and whatever. I'm here to make money. A lot of people are religious about things, and he owns up to it, and I think that's great that he owns up to it. But he went to Ripple's office and learned about what they're doing in XRP. And then the light bulb went off in his head. This is what I tell you guys. A lot of people still don't get it. They don't realize what's happening here. They don't understand business. They don't understand how money moves, cross-border payments. They don't understand how XRP fits within XRapid and how banks are going to use it. So that's why when you see the FUDsters and the negative comment, a lot of them haven't done their research. A lot of them have not read the content Ripple has put out, showing their path to decentralization, what they're doing, their plan, who's going to be using XRP and so forth. They still don't get it. Well, let me play the clip here for you guys.
If you've been watching Crypto Trader, following my Twitter, you'll know that I've been bashing the XRP token. At least that was until I went to Ripple and I found out that the token does actually have a use case. Now, a few weeks ago on Fast Money and on my Twitter, I mentioned that Ripple was the best company in the world, but that I failed to see the value in the XRP token. So I reached out to the good people at Ripple, and here I am. I'm going to find out whether the XRP token really has value. Hi, how are you? Can I go through? Yes. Thank you. Now, this conversation is only for background, and we're not going to film it. But stay tuned, because in one of our next episodes, we're going to bring you some more information about Ripple. So you may find it strange that sitting next to me, I've got Mike Arrington from Arrington Capital.
So, and he's going to realize that Oh yeah, it does have a use case, and he's going to mention that now. And this is while interviewing Michael Arrington, if you guys recall, founder of TechCrunch, who launched Arrington XRP Capital, which is a XRP denominated hedge fund that is looking to invest in crypto, and obviously running folks who have to invest, who want to invest in a hedge fund, have to contribute via XRP. So let me play the rest here for you guys.
Mike, nice to have you back on Crypto Trader.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So why do you start a fund that is denominated in Ripple? What's the, or in XRP?
Why did you hate Ripple so much before last week?
I didn't think that Ripple had a use case. I now know that it does have a use case, and it's a very powerful tool on XRapid.
Do you think, here's my theory. You got on their case a little bit to encourage them to spend the time with you that you wanted to spend with them, so that you can then sort of call them, you want to be the kingmaker, which you're becoming. I've watched you progress over the last year, and you've gone from relatively lower sort of ability to do that to, somebody who everybody's dying to be on your show. They're lining up here to be on it. So I just think maybe it was more about that. Kingmaking than anything else. I do. Here's why. Okay, to be more serious. I told you this in December. I think you were also confused back then, like everybody is. Ripple, or in this case XRP is the actual currency, is a really, really good way to move money. So we denominate our fund in XRP because it's a fantastic way to move money cross-border very quickly at almost zero cost. So,
guys, do you see? He's been enlightened. He went to Ripple, learned about how XRP is being used in XRapid, his own words, and how that's going to be used in cross-border payments. So this is why you see a lot of FUD and people who are, I don't want to be rude, but there are a lot of simple-minded people, also lazy, who don't want to do research. And once again, a lot of crypto-religious people who are like, oh my God, I can't believe it's Ripple. No, Bitcoin all day, right? They get so caught up in emotions and all of that, and they don't take time to actually research and learn things. And Michael Arrington, as you can see, he says it's a fantastic way to move money. It's super fast, cheaper. And obviously, you guys have seen the infographic Ripple put out, faster and cheaper than Ethereum and Bitcoin, because it settles in seconds, 3 to 4 seconds. And we know Bitcoin right now, 40 minutes to an hour, so even more than that sometimes. Ethereum is not even as fast as that. So there you have it, guys. You see, this is why research is so important. And there's a lot of FUD out there and a lot of people who they just miss what Ripple is doing. They completely miss it because they're so focused on other cryptos. They're too lazy to research. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Someone as influential as this guy, works with CNBC, got educated. And Michael Arrington's clearly telling him, like, calling him out. Even in December, you were confused by what this is. Now that the guy actually took some time to research this, and he's like, oh, now I get it. And Michael Arrington obviously is on board because he sees the value, and that's why he's denominated his hedge fund with XRP. So I hope this was helpful. I hope there's some really good takeaways here. And some of you FUDsters who comment on a video about Ripple being this and XRP being that, why don't you do some research? Why don't you read up? Go on the Ripple site, read through the blog, and get an understanding of what's happening here, or you will miss the boat. I'm telling you. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And I hope you guys have a good night, day, wherever you are. But talk to you all later.